I'm John Herman. I'm the owner-operator at Lazy Z Ranch. The way that we have chosen to do agriculture here is purely based on the land that we're on. This is a very overused, overworked piece of land. It's the oldest ranch in Sisters Country, homesteaded in the 1880s, flood irrigated for decades. This one is very unique. And so we started asking questions when we got here about what does this land need to regain health and then move into the future as being productive. We started working with the NRCS as we looked at all the possible options for taking care of this land. And of course, one of the most important things in a high desert environment is water application. How are we going to use the water rights that we have efficiently and targeted for the healthiest soil and whatever we're growing? So as we weighed all of those things together, along with our human energy, like our time is so valuable as farmers. There's so much to do constantly, and pivots are just far and away the best option for a farm like us. There's 3 different dealers here in Central Oregon who work with 3 different pivot manufacturers. We went to all 3 of them. As we went to Cascade Pump and Irrigation in Bend, we also found people that we wanted to work with. These people were so friendly, they were so on it, they were so helpful for this farm who had never used pivots, thinking through what a pivot would look like and how it would change our life. I can call, I can text at any time. I'm having any sort of problem of any kind. My fault, usually these problems, and they help me fix them really fast. They'll drop by to check on things. They're just fantastic people. Pivot irrigation allows us to be so targeted with our water application, with that limited resource that we have, that I can look into each of our different fields and see a different need and immediately address it. We're also able to grow so much more efficiently. Like, we are just being so much more productive using less water, using less energy, and then most importantly, less time for us. I mean, we just have so much more time to focus on our family, on the other parts of our business, like our bees and our wine. It has allowed us as a farm to have an agritourism component as well, which is so important to today's farmer. Zimmatic and FieldNet have created all sorts of space for this farmer and this family. We didn't come here thinking we're going to make mead. We came here and asked the soil what it needed to be healthy, and we reverse engineered back to the idea of honeybees harvesting off the top of a system of abundance below our soil that is creating incredible yields of grass hay. We don't necessarily view ourselves as a model for everybody to emulate exactly what we're doing. The thing that we do invite people to do is be stewards of the land that they have in the way that is best for their soil and their future generations. There's so many different ways to do that, and we're so inspired by so many of our neighboring farmers and people all over this country doing incredible things with their pieces of land. This is one unique application of using something like a Zimmatic pivot to produce systems of abundance and resource conservation.